Yesterday, they arrested the Mozambican that was he escaped from jail in Mozambique. He specializes in fortuners. They hijack, kill people that drive fortuners, and they move it to Mozambique. That's what he specializes in, fortuners. He was arrested in Sandton yesterday. Now, why am I mentioning that? A year ago, they arrested a security guard in Franschhoek that was responsible for the killing of hundreds of people, thousands of people in Rwanda. So many of you here called me xenophobic. I've embraced that. But here's the issue. This is the uncomfortable thing that you don't want to hear, but you're going to hear today. Illegal foreigners working in your houses, working in your businesses, you don't vet them. You leave them with your children, you don't know who they are. Some of them, when they're in jail in Ethiopia, when they get released from jail, they come to South Africa. When they're in jail in Zimbabwe, when they release, they come here. All illegal foreigners need to leave this country. You stand, you say, it's subtle racism. When you start saying stuff like, but Zimbabweans are hard workers, South Africans don't want to work. No, it's not about South Africans don't want to work. It is your racism that you are hiding, that you prefer a foreigner because they have no rights, they have no union, they have no recourse. I'm saying to you, illegal foreigners are the biggest problem facing us. And if somebody kills your brother, your sister, your mother, and they are not documented, it's only then when you'll see the harm that illegal foreigners are causing us. They come here, no papers. They come here. So I'm saying to you, go to every restaurant in Cape Town, there's illegal foreigners working. Stop hiring illegal foreigners. Get somebody that's South African that you can vet, that you know if something is missing at your place, you'll know, you'll help the police to find them. Illegal foreigners should, if PEPFAR disappears, it's 70% of the HIV, the fight against HIV/AIDS budget. Illegal foreigners, in my opinion, should not even be getting medical attention in South Africa. It might sound inhumane, but you have medical aid, I have medical aid. The people that don't have medical aid must stand in a line, and there's 10 Zimbabweans ahead of him. The people that apply for housing must stand in the line because there's 300 Mozambicans on that same housing list. South Africans, I'm saying to you today, you guys are the captains of the industries. It's time for us to agree that 12% of our prisoners in jail are illegal foreigners. That can't be normal. So I'm still saying to you, Abahambe, they must go. Next year, when we start the campaign, we are coming to all the businesses, all your businesses that are hiring illegal foreigners, and we're going to give you South Africans to work there. Because you seem not to find South Africans that can work. We will bring you CVs of people that can work. Get rid of your illegal foreigners now, because next year is not going to be easy.
It's a huge, huge issue politically in the north. Is it starting to become as big an issue politically here?
Here's the issue. What you don't know is that the whole of Europe, all the illegal foreigners in Europe, all of them put together, it's half of the illegal foreigners we have in South Africa. That's a stat that you don't know. It is going to be an issue. Politicians that says today, no, illegal foreigners are welcome here. When the tide turns, they will say another issue. It's a big problem here. We're going to fight for it. It is becoming a political issue. Donald Trump was chosen president at the back of standing firm. Some of us has been fighting this issue. We are going to turn on the volume higher. We are not going to turn back. It is the biggest issue facing this country because South Africans will not continue to watch the majority of these people hiring illegal foreigners while they don't have jobs. Sooner or later, shit is going to break out. We must prevent that from breaking out. They've taken advantage of our country. It is time for them to go home. And most of you in this room are the enablers. You are the enablers. When there's xenophobic attacks, and we pray it doesn't happen, you played your role in that. Because this is South Africa for South Africans. And when you have illegal foreigners here, the governments in Africa where they're coming from in the rest of Africa, they love sending the young males here because they know they're the ones that can topple them. They're the ones that can march against them. They're the ones that can protest against them. So they send their problems to South Africa. We have enough of our problems in South Africa. Those problems need to go back.
Hey Africa, you welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Just Chizy. So guys, Minister Mckenzie has vowed to deport every undocumented foreigners living in South Africa once he's been elected as the next president of South Africa. And guys, trust me, this is not going to be business as usual for undocumented foreigners. Now, the reason why I'm not against South Africans cleaning up their country is this. When you go to other countries, undocumented foreigners, illegal foreigners don't commit much crimes. They behave themselves. They understand that they are illegal in that country, right? But only in South Africa and America that you see undocumented foreigners behaving so abnormal, unaliving citizens and committing lots of crimes. So I'm strongly in support of what South Africans are doing. Yes, if you're not very close to South Africans, you may not really understand what they are going through. You may not really understand what is going on. You always stand and criticize them, thinking that they don't love their fellow Africans. But if you come very close to them, trust me, you will be more upset than South Africans. Only in South Africa that illegal foreigners has more rights than the citizens. Only in South Africa that undocumented foreigners behaves the way they like, commit all manner of crimes and still go scot-free. And when the citizens complain, they tag them xenophobic. Only in South Africa. There's a lot of things that has happened in South Africa that when I look at it, I say to myself, things like this can never happen in other African countries. Believe me. Like there's this thing I was discussing with a Nigerian sister. I was telling her she visited me anyway, so I was telling her the things happening in South Africa, and what she said to me, hey sis, do you know that if a foreigner ever tries this in our country, that foreigner will face jungle justice? And I said, yes, it's true, right? What undocumented foreigners are doing in South Africa, I've said it countless times that if care is not taken, that one day South Africans will stand up and said, even if you are properly documented in their country, they don't want you as long as you are not a South African. Yes, and from the way I'm saying it, it will soon happen. Yeah, it will soon happen because right now, even South Africans are saying, whether documented or undocumented, they don't want you in their country. Like they just need their sanity back. Because if you see what undocumented foreigners are doing, illegal foreigners, if you see what they are doing, sometimes you just have to chill, remain in your country and allow South Africans to fix their country. I'm telling you the gospel truth because most of us that always come online, most Africans that always come online criticizing South Africans, talking nye, 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 blah, 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 blah. They have never experienced things like this in their own country. Even if you are from the same country, you are from the same state, you are from the same community. If anyone ever commit the kind of atrocity that happens in South Africa, trust me, the community will have to unleash their angers on that person. Yes, that person will have to face jungle justice. I've seen where someone lost his life simply because the person stole a phone, like ordinary phone, common phone, right? Talk more of when a foreigner comes into that community, or a foreigner comes into that same state, country, and the person is committing a lot of crimes. That foreigner unalive people, steal their cars, sell white powder to the children, and after taking the substance, you see the children misbehaving. Whereas these are the kids that are supposed to be in school, these are the kids that are supposed to defend the nation, these are the kids that are supposed to be going for competition, these are the kids that the country are supposed to be proud of, right? But you see them misbehaving simply because of. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard what is going on in the United States of America. Donald Trump have decided to deport 500,000 documented foreigners. I didn't say illegal foreigners, and I never said undocumented. I said documented, like 500 documented, 500,000 documented foreigners in the United States of America. So why are we not making noise about it? Why are we not talking? Why are we not talking? Why is no one talking about it? So why do we hate ourselves so much? Why do we hate ourselves with the blacks? Why do we hate ourselves so much? What on earth has South Africans even done to us? Yet they are the most accommodating in Africa, if not for the whole world. They are the most when it comes to Africa. South Africa is number one, the only country that has every countries in it, the only country. The only country. They have India, they have Everyone is there. But all the sake is for you to be in the country documented, so that when you move into someone's house and shoot someone or unalive someone or commit any crime, they will know exactly where to find you. If they don't find you still in South Africa, they know where to find you in your country. They know the country where you are coming from. They will go there and fish you out, or they will contact your country with your information, with your details. Your country will fish you out and bring you back to South Africa where you've committed the crime. Are they asking for too much? Are they asking for too much? For those of you that keeps condemning South Africa, I don't know. I've really made out my time to explain this whole thing like over and over again. A lot is going on in the United States of America. This time, Trump is no longer talking about undocumented foreigners. Right now, he has made it clear that 500,000 documented foreigners will be leaving the United States of America. And with the blacks, nobody is talking about it. And yet, we are still hailing him. But when South Africans try to deport illegal foreigners in their car, we'll turn it upside down. We'll add pepper, salt, everything to the spices, so it will be so sweet to hear. So that anybody that hears what happened, what South Africans are doing, they will just condemn South Africans. They will begin to judge them. Isn't this wickedness? Whereas we won't even say it the way it happened. This is wickedness. This is wickedness. Illegal foreigners are doing a lot. They have done a lot in South Africa. And I think the best they can do is to reclaim their country, is to fix their country. Everyone should go back to their country. Everyone should go back to their country. Majority of us keep saying that South Africans don't love their fellow blacks. We Africans, we don't even love people from the same country with us. We don't even love people from the same tribe with us. So why will you expect someone from a different country to love you? For what? With all your behavior, with all your bad behavior, with all your bad manners, with all you've been doing to them, with all the evil atrocities you've been committing in their country, you still want them to love you. Hey, hello. If you were to be a South African, will you also love illegal foreigners committing such crime? Will you also love them?